What's up, my weebs? This is the Prince of Weebs here, and welcome back to my channel. Why is somebody flushing a toilet in the background? Uh, this is why I don't record as much as I do, as I needed to. But thanks for 200 subscribers. I've been meaning to say this for a while, but like I said, I can't record as much as I want to. You didn't even watch my 100 subscriber video, did you? Nah, but like 17 if you watched it. So I mean, I don't even like y'all was playing games, but I know like what am I talking about? Just do the things that YouTube wants you to do, like, subscribe, comment, share, whatever. I don't really care. And let's get into the video. So where we last left off was when Naruto joined the Akatsuki, and he power leveled the Akatsuki. His guy's making so much noise on purpose. He power leveled the Akatsuki, and yes, if you haven't seen it, go watch it, because that's all I can remember. And yeah, so Naruto, being who he is, would say, let's throw Zetsu into orbit, because apparently Zetsu going into the orbit is what I love the most. I said it like 50 times today. And yeah, Zetsu will go into orbit. So yeah, I feel like Zetsu going to orbit is my favorite thing in the world, other than punching Sakura. But doing this, he would also throw Kabuto into orbit. Being Kabuto is annoying, and I hate him almost as much as Sakura, especially in the war arc. Yeah, being Kabuto is just annoying. By the way, I just paused it if it was like something that was like not on subject, but yeah. And also, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah, the reason I didn't record the last couple like days, probably it's a week now, is because my videos kept on being corrupted. So your boy back, and also that's it. But he would power skill everybody, and being Kabuto's and all that stuff. But now that Zetsu is gone and Kabuto is gone, Naruto would bring back Madara using Nagato and Obito. Now he would heal Nagato before he does this, like using his taijutsu. It was a seal that would heal him for only it would only heal him for 24 hours though. It was a seal though. And he would do this, and he would run a rebirth Madara. But he wouldn't die, because the seal is overpowered, and it would basically make you immortal for 24 hours. And yeah, this would happen, and Naruto would be back overpowered and all of that stuff. And yeah, they would jump Madara, like they would revive him just to jump him, so he could not get revived the second time. Let's say once you get revived and you die in less than 24 hours, you can't get revived another time. So yeah. And after they killed him, Naruto would just walk up to Madara and absorb him. Now, doing this would give Naruto a lot of power boosts, and then he would go inside of the Akatsuki base. Going inside the Akatsuki hideout, Naruto would go inside his room, because he's the leader of the Akatsuki now, and he would, just go in his room. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Sasuke and Tamari would not be there, by the way. And yeah, they won't be there. And he would just go in his room, and people would hear drops, like water drops almost. Like he's crying, and people would rush in, because they actually love Naruto as much as every single person in the Akatsuki love Naruto as much as they love Sasuke. Well, as much as Itachi loves Sasuke in canon. That's how much the love is. It's just like, if you hate Sakura, okay, if you're a Sakura hater, like me myself, your hate for Sakura is less love than they have for Naruto, if that makes sense. So yeah. And yeah, your love for Sakura's love for Sasuke is less than everybody in Akatsuki's love for Naruto. So Naruto's at the top. They would think he's crying, they would bust in, and no, he would not be crying. It would be blood dripping from his eye, because he would have unlocked and one eye, the Kitsune gun, and the other eye, the Renegon. Being this overpowered, he would just automatically take these dojutsus. Now, it would be surprising when his eyes would just stop having those two dojutsus, and they would just turn completely white with a blue dot in the middle of both of them. One tiny blue dot. And then he would copy every single person and the Akatsuki's KK Genkai's and Dojutsu without even knowing. And then his eyes and all his powers, like his eyes and his right arm, would flicker through all of them. And then Akatsuki would see all of this. And then his eyes would go back to normal. And then he would get up breathing heavily. So Itachi would go pick him up. And then we wondering what just happened, but he wouldn't speak on it. And then he would just lay Naruto down inside of his bed. And everybody would leave and wait till the next day. Now, waiting until the next day, they would not see a waking up Naruto because they would soon find out Naruto is in a coma, and they would just, at first they would be shocked, but Itachi, being a Genjutsu specialist or whatever, would be like, he would cut Orochimaru, that was already still awake from, Naruto controlling him, and he would put him in a Genjutsu because only Naruto can control him or the people in Akatsuki who have a strong genjutsu. Only people in Akatsuki, by the way, who can use the strong genjutsu. They can't even just like Orochimaru do this. And they would tell Orochimaru, since he was a scientist slash like Kabuto was like a medic, so he would learn from Kabuto, and he would say that Naruto surely survived, but he would be in a coma for like a couple of weeks. And when he was in a coma for a couple of weeks, Akatsuki would go get a lot of money, sack a lot of money. They would think that like medical bills. They would not even trust Orochimaru for some reason. And yeah, they would get a lot of money just because they need it. Yeah, they just needed it. Now that the Akatsuki have money, Naruto have finally woken up. And the Akatsuki, every single person in the Akatsuki would be surrounding him, happy to see him, and they would just like they wouldn't be worried about what he did like a couple weeks ago with the power thing. But Naruto would wake up and he would just be like, he'd be confused for a second, and then a whole bunch of memories rush to his head, and he would just black out for like a couple seconds and then wake back up, and everybody would be shocked. They would think this is just gonna keep happening, but Naruto would be like, guys, I unlocked a secret Uzumaki Dojutsu somehow. Even though I'm a vampire, I got traits from my mother and this worth on this earth. They'd be like, you're what? And he'd be like, oops, I didn't mean to talk about that, but I guess since you're already here, I am a vampire. And he would explain about being a vampire, and also he would say something else to them, but you're not gonna know yet until what I do next. So Naruto would then go on the summoning meeting, being a king, being the person of the being the leader of the Akatsuki, so the person that control the entire Akatsuki. Yeah, because he'd be the leader of the Akatsuki, so he would just summon everybody, and he would say, "Hey guys, I summoned you guys here because he's just gonna keep calling them guys and females and whatever you want to be called, attack helicopters, and all that. He's not gonna assume any genders, but yeah." He'd be like, "So, I have a plan. Now that I have these memories of so much fun, like I faintly remember, I want to bring back a village. You should all know what this is. This is the Whirlpool Village, the village of the Uzumakis. Now, he said, doing this, we will now need to do a lot of things. So, Pain, Pain, Pain would say, yes, Naruto? Naruto would be like, I want the Pains to all go to the village and clear up most of the debris and the fallen things. And I want you Obito to go with them because you have the Kamui, so you can move all the debris. They can drag the debris into the Kamui, and you can leave it in a dimension and do whatever you want with it. You can build you a whole village inside of your Kamui dimension for all that you want. Even though you can just do it with normal stuff. There you go. There you go. It's a way to put it. It's a place to put it without, just messing up the world even more than it is. Now, Pain, I want you to stay with Sasuke. So Sasuke Tamari, I want you to stay with them too and get more money for the village. Even though we have a lot of money, I want you to get even more money for the village. And I will, cause we wanna be the richest village. Don't forget that. And Kakazu and Hidan, since you're bounty hunters, go. I want you to go make some like actually yeah, go make a jutsu for money. Actually, because we need to, so you can create money with a jutsu. Go do it. They'll be like, okay, boss. Even though they think it's pretty impossible, they're gonna try their best. They're gonna look around for Earthbending and all of this. And Naruto will be like, before everybody goes, also, I would like to give everybody all 5 chakra natures. Now let's get finished assigning people their missions. So he would be like, Sasori and Datara, I want you to um. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I want you to train 100 Jonin level ninjas, most best at elite Jonin ninjas, and train them to Kage level ninjas, or train them to Asatsuki level ninjas. And they would get on it immediately because they wouldn't have a second question to ask, because everybody in Akatsuki is powerful. Probably powerful enough to be a vampire, or at least powerful enough to be an Asatsuki, because Naruto has trained everybody. And who else? So I guess Kakazu, Hidan, Data, Sasori, Pain, Obito. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Wait, oh, Itachi and Kisame. Oh yeah, Itachi and Kisame. They would be sent on the mission to. Oh, they would be sent on the mission to go make a treaty with the Snow Village and bring their technologies to the Whirlpool Village. They'll be Kisame's, and Itachi mission would to be to put a gigantic genjutsu around the the perimeter, like the village, the entire Whirlpool Village, so it look like it's still normal, and put the entire genjutsu around it, and it's a strong genjutsu that not even the Rinnegan can see through, because Naruto would end up like Naruto would have to help with it too. So not even the Rinnegan would see through it. So it's that powerful. And that would be it. Naruto would do something else while they're gone, and they would know what he's about to do, because, like I said, he told them things that you don't know yet. And let's do a month's time skip. Now this is a long time, but the village would now just like this day just got done being constructed. The snow villages are there because they like Kisame got like he just told them he had paid for everything they need since they were pretty poor, and they got out of the snow because a lot of people were dying from like I don't know I'm not like I don't know a lot of people were just not living from the cold, like yeah um yeah they would come to the whirlpool. And I don't know. They would just come there and live there, and they would have their own section. Their section, even though they had a population of around 15,000, it would not even take out 1% of the village. That's how big the village was. And over time, the genjutsu got bigger as the village grew bigger. So yeah. And by the way, the snow village was a small village. By the way, if you didn't know. If there are more people in the snow village, I didn't look it up. I don't even know if there's that much, but let's just say that there is. Now, Naruto, being Naruto, would now be very like he could. I don't know. He would just be done completing his mission, and his mission was drumroll. I'm not even hitting on it. I don't have nothing to hit. I'm sitting on the couch right now. I'm being a lazy man. But his mission was to revive the entire vampire clan. And now the vampire clan would be around 250,000 people in general. And also he would revive Ishiki and Kage Otsutsuki, because they were the only people that he actually respected. That's Otsutsukis that actually had a little bit of strength and also had a little bit of respect and intelligence to respect him as the king that he is. And even though that the vampires killed him, like they jumped him, the kings of vampires and the Osatsukis jumped him, Kaguya and Ishiki was the only two people that didn't join in. The vampires, no, they have respect. By the way, when the vampires jumped on with the Otsutsuki, it was just to see if the Otsutsuki would betray their king, and they killed him because they know that he would revive, and also Naruto was in on it. See, plot twist. And now Naruto, now do as he said he would do. He would go around to every Akatsuki member and inject his vampire blood into all of them and turn them into vampires. Now this would boost their stats by like this would boost their stats 100-fold. Like this, like how powerful they are. Multiply that by 100. That's how powerful they are now. So they're really strong. And each of them was able to beat a vampire or Asasuki at first. So they're not up there with Naruto, but like they're like his generals. Like you know how there's like president, and let's say like they're the military right under him. Or yeah, they're like his right man, the Hokages, and they're like the elite Anbu type unit. So yes, sir. Now Naruto would be very happy that he just got his village done and he got his clan back. But he would see some people that he didn't know, like as vampire, because he remembered his entire clan. But he see some more people that have came back. He would see a person that looked awfully familiar to Gara, but it's a girl. He would see the Seven Tails Fu and also the Four Tails Roshi. Because if you didn't, oh yeah, and the Three Tails Yakura. If you didn't know, Akashi got those people too. So I should have told you that. But yeah, Akashi got them too. And also, he would see somebody else. He would see a girl named Kari. He'd take interest in all of these people. And yes, these would all be dead people, but now they're back alive. And after he would tell everyone what their places is. Kaguya and Ishiki would come with him because they're like his best friends of the Asatsuki. So yeah, and they were all respected because they got killed by the Asatsuki because they didn't join the fight to kill the king. So yeah, now they're like a half Asatsuki, half vampire type thing. So they're very overpowered. And they would come with him, and they would be like they would come with him into his Hokage office after he dropped off all the vampires. And the vampires would take up around say like 10% of the village. Now, yeah, so 250,000 people. Yeah, that's only 10% of the village. So, yeah, 250. Honey phone. Wait, yeah, my mom was. Yeah, sir. My mom was yelling at my little brother, but yeah, it only take up it only take up 10% of the village. So I'm pretty sure that would mean 2 million and 2.5 million people will be able to fit in a village, and that'd be all. So if 2.5 million people are able to fit in this village in Naruto, put the 250,000 vampires in a village and the Jonins that are now Kage and also Suki level ninjas. This village is going to be very, very overpowered. Their protection is basically unlimited. So yeah, it's just crazy. And the weird thing is that the unlimited protection. I just can't got in my bed, by the way. The unlimited protection is like it's pretty crazy. Imagine a Raikage, like imagine a Raikage or something. No, like no, imagine like a Genin thinking he about to destroy this village because it's new or something. He ran up in there. No, he think he about to kick the village because I said it's a Genjutsu outside of it. He think he about to go kick like a grave or something of the Uzumaki because he didn't like him. He ran up in there trying to kick a grave, thinking that he like has a grave was like on the outside of the Genjutsu. Like was right on the side of the Genjutsu. He would try to go kick it, and he would just kick, and he would lose his entire leg, just like disintegrated. Like, but it wasn't disintegrated. Like a vampire was just walking. He would see this, and he would just cut off his entire leg, and the kid would just start to run away. But the vampire was just like, nah, son, and he dragged the kid in and turned him into a vampire. The vampire now that he knows what the Uzumaki has been through, he would gain real respect, and then this vampire would take this kid to Naruto because the vampire that did it to the kid was actually one of Naruto's trusted old friends. Naruto would be surprised at this kid because this kid would be something of a Uchiha, and Uchihas Like I said, they got wiped out by Itachi, and no one would think that there's still more of them. So it would be very interesting to see one of these people still here. And by the way, Itachi and everybody that still got the Empire blood still got their original powers. Oh yeah, and also the Jinchurikis, Naruto gave them like they gave them their tail piece back. So the military is very insane. Now Naruto would now that everybody has got into the village, like there's restaurants like and all of this new shoes and all of that. And yeah, Naruto's still rocking his black forces by the way. But yeah, new shoes, all of these, new clothes, all of that. Shops everywhere, malls. No, it's just time for Naruto to do a little quick summoning. He would bring in let me count. One, two, three. Wait, one, two, three, 4, 5. He bringing 5 girls, cause I can count, but like I add them up. I just didn't add them up, and I added them up now, and it's 5. He would do a summoning, and he would bring Gara, the female Gara. So give me a good name, otherwise I'm gonna name him Gary. It's gonna sound like Gary from SpongeBob, but it would be some Gara, female Gara, Tamari, female Sasuke. In other words, Suki. I got that from the King of Weaves. He the goat. So we got female Gara, Tamari, Suki. We got Karian, and we got Fu. And since he's a vampire, he need a lot of females. Now, what he would do? He would ask them, are they willing to all date him at once? And they would automatically all just agree because they want that Naruto. Yes, just that Naruto. That's what we're gonna call him. We're just gonna just call it just that Naruto. And yeah, what else say yeah like that? That sounded weird, son. No, none of that. But yeah, Naruto would now be pretty like you know and excited in 2 ways. But you can't speak on it right now. He would now like just let's say let's do a time skip of around no it still has it's been like 2 3 months like 2 3 months 4 months since he left the village and training exam, so he's still around the age of like 12 13. He's like 12 and a half. No, yeah, he's like 12 and a half. So let's do a time skip of 4 years. Now Naruto's village has filled up to like around 90%. And so I mean he has 2.2 yeah 2.25 million people in his village. And no, no, all the Kages have heard about this village. This village is they heard that the village is very very popular and got a lot of new technology, but no one knows about this military because every single vampire there covers it up as a human and they can eat normal human food. So it's just like no one knows what's the military advantage. So they just know they just don't like they know who the Kage are, but only the people who are in the village know who the Kage is and know that the people who control the village are and what their old group is, like meaning the Akatsuki. And basically a lot of people in here are rogue ninja, people kicked out of their village, people who just wanted to travel, but they all decided to settle in and stay here and it's village, and that surprised a whole bunch of Kages and all of that, and just known people who wanted to come live there too. So the village got really popular and really successful. Now, over this time skip, yes, everyone has got even stronger than they were. Naruto has created a new jutsu that involves just him, but he can use more people to make it stronger. And I'm not gonna tell you what it is. He got two jutsus that he made it, by the way. So Naruto's pretty overpowered, like the series is. So Naruto doing this, being overpowered as he is, being the goat, he would just be like, when none of these Kages gonna just summon me already? And by the way, of course, I don't think I need to say this, but Itachi took the Genjutsu off of like the village, so I better not see a comment about someone saying, "Oh, what if the Where did the seal or whatever he put around the village, the Genjutsu, where did that go? How did the people even come in? How did they see the village? Shut up. I explained it. Okay. Now, yeah. So Naruto would decide, hey, bro, I don't like you. And he would kick this man's who was a betrayer of the cloud, like he was a cloud spy and tried to come in his village, and he was just talking to Naruto about like trying to see if he could come and live inside the village. With Naruto having the full nine tails and being a vampire, he could sense emotion, and he would see that he's capping and just want to spy on Naruto, and he would kick this man's head off, but it would be outside of the village where no one could see him, because they all know him as a really, 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 really powerful person, but he doesn't use his power just to harm anyone, especially in front of his villagers, because they know he kill people because he's the goat. But they know he'll kill people to protect the village. But they said they know he did it before, but they haven't seen him do it. So if that makes sense. And the Raikage has gotten mad. Every Kage has gotten mad that they have not found out who this new person is. The new Kage, even though he's not a Kage yet, they have to make their mind up on it if he's gonna be a Kage. And they just want to see who's the leader of the village, so they would invite him into a Kage summit. And bro, sorry, my little brother busted in my room. But I forgot what part I was on. I think I was saying. Oh yeah, they would have to decide with Kage, like if he'll be a Kage or not. So yeah, and they would invite him into the summit. But before he went, just in case for a little bit more protection, he would he would summon all of his little things. He would summon a dragon that would be all gold. He would summon his phoenix that would be black, and it would be covered in Amaterasu flames. But he would think it's not hot enough, so he would put one side white flames and one side Amaterasu, and they would be the same temperature until he mixes them, and they turn into like half white, half black flames. And they would become something hotter than I'm pretty sure Amaterasu is hotter than the outside of the sun, but this flame would be hotter than the middle of the sun, like the entire middle of the sun. And there's no way you can escape this, because I remember Obito escaped the Amaterasu, and a lot of people actually escape the Monterey, you can dodge it, all that stuff, but you can't dodge this flame at all. You can't do that. No, 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 you can't dodge it. If it's thrown at you, you're dead. It doesn't matter who you are. You could have Izanagi and still die, bro. You're not living, bro. You're not living. Get out of here. Also, um, he would summon Gamabunta, the giant snake, and the giant slug, and nobody would say nothing except, "Oh, hey, Naruto, nice to meet you," and all this stuff, and all that stuff. That's what the summonings would say. No one would ask for a sacrifice or not weird stuff like the snake did in the canon. But then he would wrap the snail around. Actually, he would give the snail. I'm pretty sure I gave Naruto the forehead thing, like a diamond forehead. But if not, he got it. So yeah, he got 100. He got 100 healing from the slugs anyway. So yeah, he would give the slug 100 healing. But he would make the 100 healing thing avatar. Somehow he would just he's just that overpowered. He would give it an avatar and wrap that around the slug. Then he would give the snake a Susanoo and give Gamma Punta a wooden golem and put that around him. No, Naruto would think that his village is safe. By the way, he would tuck these summonings and all of this stuff into their own building that is made, and no one goes inside of it because it was like an abandoned village, abandoned building, but it's not anymore, and people just don't go inside of it. Rolf was silent for that long, but yeah, people would feel safe that he just he just did, but they would still be feeling safe because The Akatsuki is still there, and they know that the Akatsuki is like the people controlling the village. But yeah, Naruto would pull up in a Lamborghini Inventor. I told you that he got way better technology than anybody else. He would pull up in a Lamborghini Performante Huracan. If you don't know what it is, you can either look it up or just imagine what the car looks like. Do whatever you feel like it. I don't know what color it is. I guess it's like my favorite color is blue, but I'll make this car like lime green with black rims, cause that combo is just so fire. But yes, Naruto would run inside of the building, being who he is, acting like a kid in a Koski cloak. He would pull up and Umbo would try to stop him, but he would just body flicker past him and land in his seat, knowing exactly which seat is his. Now Naruto's people, his protection, even though he wouldn't need nobody, would be there. It would be Itachi, Obito. I mean not Itachi. Yeah, let's say Itachi, Obito, and Shizui. And Shizui has been revived since that Empire ex- incident. So, yes, sir. And Naruto being the goat that he is, well, cause like I said, he had the Rinnegan and the Kisuri gun, and all that stuff, and the Sharingan, Mangekyo. So he was just, having the Rinnegan, you can't deactivate it. He would just cover it up. And if he couldn't deactivate it, he just cover it up. But it takes a while for him to deactivate it. That's why he covered it up and stuff. I keep saying covering it up. I need to stop. But yeah, he would do that, and then he would decide it's not even worth it to cover it up anymore. And he would take the headband off thing. He would be Itachi would start stuff under him. He knows that the Rinnegan is gone, and Naruto was like, "Who does perfect timing?" It disappeared as soon as he was lifting up the hat, and all they could see was just his eyes, his blue eyes staring deep into their soul. Like it's like a deep blue. That was the color of the eyes of the prophecy child. So yeah, they were there. Minato was just like, okay, Mima eyes are gonna get like this someday. So yeah, I'm pretty sure in this prophecy. Plus, this kid is low key reminding me of my kid Naruto, but he's surely dead by now. Even though I miss him a lot, he's surely dead. And all of this stuff. This those just our thoughts going through his mind. And by the way, let me tell you, Manito's protection. If you want to know, every other Kage only have one person protecting them. Like, then this whole protection is because you're allowed to have as much protection that you want. And that's what the rules are. I'm pretty sure. But if not, yeah, you can just shut that up and you can just listen to me plot armor. And that's how it have Kakashi. Ren. I said it late. By the way, everyone in the village would have a girl that hates him. So Kakashi and would hate Naruto. Everybody would grown to hate him to get over the pain that Naruto is now gone. So the Kakashi would hate him. Kushina would still be hating him. Mito and Emo would still hate him. Um, guess who else would be there? It would be useless trash. Cause let's say that she'd be on their team. Oh yeah, I do put her on a team. Team garbage. Team pink trash. Yeah, I put her on the same team with them. So yes, sir. And if I put him on team 7, I'm sorry for if you had to go through that putting soccer on team 7. I would be very sorry for that if I did put her on team 7. But now she's not anyway. So yes, sir. Naruto would be like he would be very surprised to see everybody here. He'd be surprised to see that they're exactly what he found out. So Naruto have been searching on all the Kages for the last couple years, and he'll find out every single move in their entire arsenal, everybody in their village powers, and all of this. In a couple of years, you can learn a lot of stuff. In years, especially a couple of years, yeah, you can learn a lot of stuff. I'm gonna say 3 years because a couple would be 2. That's what he would got stuck into my head. So it's making me mad, but I don't care. A couple is 2. And yeah, Naruto would just be like, bro, like, so you summon me, and then it'd be like, with the rock, you'd be like, yeah, why do you sound like a kid? Naruto would be like, bro, I'm 15. He said I sound like a kid. Bro, I don't sound like a kid. He put on a New York accent. They're like, why did your voice just change like that? And he'd be like, Nah, y'all just don't know nothing. Y'all just like don't. Oh yeah, somebody said I'm in New York. Oh yeah, I was in New York for a little bit, and then I came back to where I'm at now. But I ain't gonna tell y'all where I'm at now. But I was in New York for a little bit. When I posted the video, I was in New York. But you know, at least I was flying over New York. But nah, I wasn't flying over New York. I just capped to y'all. I was actually in New York. I just wanted to sound interesting. But yeah, no, I'm not there no more. But Naruto would have, you know, said, um, so let's get into, like, let's be honest. Let's get real. Why you summoning me here for real? Raikage and Raikage would be like, we wanted to ask about, or like, know, about a leader of your village, and like being you. And also, is it true about the rumors? All the rumors true? And we sent plenty of envoys and mess. We heard that a lot of our villagers were going to you because they didn't say the envoys people because it'd be a giveaway. That they wanted to see into our village without him knowing, and all the supplies and stuff they kept saying. And he would say, "We heard that a lot of people would always go to your village and they would always stay and never come back." And Naruto would like, "So what? That doesn't that mean that they would just stay? So they're probably just there." And honestly, they talk about their spies and stuff. They're supposed to reply, and they like, but they're supposed to send us like a letter back. And he just killed all the spies, so he know what they're talking about. But he's just gonna pretend like he doesn't really like know. So yeah, they can't judge him. Why am I yawning so much? Like, bro, that is weird. But yeah, they can't judge him as much as they want to because he's Naruto. Like, bro, like, what you gonna do? You're gonna get mad at Naruto, try to fight him or something. So no, they're just gonna be like, I'm sorry for the disrespect, and I will not fight you. And but Naruto be like, yeah, all the rumors are true. If you wanna come and look at the village, just look. You can y'all can all come and on like you know Monday or something, and then everybody would agree, and then they still have the normal Kage meeting, all the conversations that they have during the Kage, so like nobody would ask about Naruto Village, and then meeting would be over, and everybody would just leave without saying anything to the other Kages, and everybody would trust each other until all the other five Kages would see if Naruto was strong enough, so they would all turn around and rush Naruto, trying to beat him, still not knowing his face looks like yet, and they're still pretty massive. That's gonna be their main goal. They were talking while they're walking, then that's how they all turned around at the same time, so they all know their plan, and they're trying to take off his mask or in his hat. But it'd be too late because they're rushing towards Naruto until they were stopped mid-air with Naruto. Like they would turn around, like they would slightly turn their eye around, like not around, but slightly turn their eye, and they would see Naruto holding kunais to you could just see to each of their necks, and like there would be Naruto clones, not the real Naruto, but yeah, the real Naruto would be in front of them. But I'm not tired, but why do I keep yawning? Bro, this is so. I don't know. I think yawning is like. I don't know. But I think yawning is like contagious, and nobody else in the room is like gonna get my yawning. So that's why I keep yawning. Yeah. Naruto. Why am I saying Naruto? But yeah, everybody would just like try to hit him and they get stopped. They'd be surprised and they'd be like, yeah, you're definitely worth being a Kage if you can stop me and my lightning Coke Minato's, yellow flash, flying origin, and all that stuff. And everybody would go home, not to question. And Kakashi would hate Naruto for actually being alive until all the hate would definitely disappear when he saw Naruto actually, when he thought about Naruto actually being strong. So, hate would disappear, you know, and Obito would get a lot of hate for Kakashi and Ren for getting married because that's pretty messed up when Kakashi knew that Obito loved Ren and Ren would lose hatred for Naruto and all, so they would actually walk up to him saying they want to hung Naruto, but Naruto knowing that Obito's bad and that's who the Obito girl would have been, now knowing the truth, would have just dipped. And yeah, Naruto to be waiting for the people to come the next week. And it was Monday when the meeting happened. Bro, I don't know if this video can be. Bro, I'm gonna post another video after school because this, bro, I keep yawning. I don't want you to have a bad video, bro. But yeah, and just yeah, the people so like the Hokages and stuff will be coming next Monday on like like what yeah they'll be coming, and Naruto would be getting ready for the show to people his village. So this is where I'm gonna leave this video off. I'm sorry for making it only 40 minutes. I was going for like an hour or something, hour and something, but um, sound yawning, all this stuff, and I gotta eat anyway. So yeah, have a nice day. I'm gonna record again. Sorry for being gone, and subscribe to like the video. Goodbye.